And let's get into topic number one, which is, I don't know anybody's surprised because I talked about this the other day, that there were predictions that Sinners was going to take over the box office again for a second week. And lo and behold, we got the box office numbers and did in regards of Sinners, they damn sure did, took over the box office. So now for the second week running, the blood-soaked period horror film starring Michael B. Jordan, Jack O'Connell, Delroy Lindo, and Haley Steinfeld ran laps around its competition before crossing the finish line first. Sinners grossed $45 million domestically in its second weekend after opening last week to $45.6 million. So look, they're making the same number. They've stayed on top. And I heard that, which is a rare feat, and this is something that hasn't been done in a while. Normally, like in the second week, it drops like 20% and more. Sometimes you'll hear like some of them drop 70% or 50%, like things of that nature. Sinners only dropped 6% between last week and this week. That is insane, which means that thank you, Variety. Thank you, The Hollywood Reporter, and a lot of you out here with your woke, dog whistles and your little backhanded compliments in regards of why Sinners is doing what it's doing. Because I think all this controversy, all the talking points, the negative stuff, and I've noticed a lot of people, well, besides myself, a lot of people on TikTok and things, I've been seeing so many videos and so many discourses about Sinners and people breaking down what they took from the movie and a lot of things that were in the film that is history in regarding like this is why you only see the like people who were truly marginalized in this country portrayed in this movie, which is Asian people, Irish people, and Black people. So those and Native Americans, I can't forget about them because the best part of the movie that I need a prequel or another film in that world. All the other stuff I've heard people say that they want prequels and all. No, I don't need any more backstory about the Smokestack twins. I don't, because I feel like prequels don't really do well. But the indigenous vampire hunters, we definitely need a movie about them, because to see indigenous people out here slaying monsters and things of that nature, I think that's a cool idea for a movie within itself. And if Ryan Coogler doesn't want to write it, I'll write it so I can have something to put myself in. Toot my own horn. I put stuff out in the universe and usually it comes true. So, or mostly, for the most part, it comes true. But anyway, so, with all the stuff that's been going on, I've noticed that, people want to see what the hubbub is all about. And I think that's why a lot of people are running to the movies to see it. So it says that compare that to the most profitable film of the year at the domestic box office, which would be a Minecraft movie, which dropped 50% from opening, which is 157 million, to second weekend 80.6 million. Any concern that Sinners may have struggled to recoup its estimated 100 million budget can officially be put to bed. Well, it should have been put to bed from the beginning, because like it was stated before, how is it that once upon a time in America or Mexico, of that movie that Quentin Tarantino did? I think it was Once Upon a Time in Mexico, whatever. That movie that Quentin Tarantino did with Brad Pitt and Mikey Madison was also in it. Same budget, but when it dropped significantly at the box office and made the same amount of money at the box office, it didn't warrant the same concerns when it came out. So white people are and this is why when we point these things out, people always want to I always want to make it a race thing. Well, if y'all didn't come out with consistent microaggressions and put a lot of your little racial dog whistles in a lot of your reporting and a lot of things that y'all say on social media, we wouldn't always have to jump to that conclusion. What I think a lot of you people who run around here with your little racial blind spots fail to understand is that we people of color have been trained to have the third dimensional, 3-dimension. No. I'm like trying to figure out how I can even formulate the word. It's like we've always had to think in 3-dimension ways. Y'all just think straightforward and streamlined. Y'all don't really have to think about a lot of things because it is a concern, y'all. When you've had the whole world rolled out for you, the red carpet rolled out for y'all the minute y'all walk out y'all house, y'all don't have to worry about the things that we have to worry about. People of color have always had to work 10 times as hard to get just a smidgen of what white people are consistently given. So while Quentin Tarantino, so many others can have flop upon flop upon flop, Martin Scorsese can have consistent flops, but he'll always get an opportunity to film something based off of who he is. If Ryan Coogler's movie would have flopped at the box office, I'm guarantee you they would have raked him over the damn coals. We wouldn't be having this conversation. But the movie's making a lot of money. So now people in the industry are spooked and nervous. Oh my God, can't have this ninja had too much damn power. I'm sure that's what they're thinking. But power of the people are speaking, and people are flocking to this movie, and they're supporting it. And I love to see the fact that we have people going out, and in the 2 times I've gone to see the film, there have been a couple of white folks in the theater. But for the most part, it's good to see that, Black people are coming out to support quality films made by people of color, specifically a Black man, and it's not based off of Black trauma. So there is traumatic moments and stuff in the film, but those traumatic moments do not define the characters in the film. That's why I love that scene when Delroy Lindo's in the car and he's telling the story about the men that was, the prisoners and stuff that was breaking up the rocks, the ground on the street and all this other stuff, and was telling the story about his friend and then they won this money and how he pulled the money out to buy a ticket to go to another state. And white people, the racists, went and saw him with all this money. They made up a lie and said that he stole this money from somebody, a white man, and that was their excuse to rob him and basically string him up. And I love the fact that they didn't show the scene, because any other director, I feel like, would have went there. We need to show this man being lynched. No, I felt like it was way more effective when Delroy Lindo was telling that story and you heard the sound effects like faintly in the background. That to me registers way more than me having to sit there and watch somebody get lynched. Because I'm gonna tell you, whenever there's a movie that comes out, and I told you I do not like Black trauma films. Whenever when 12 Years a Slave and all those other films came out, Chris did not go see them. I don't like I'm tired of seeing movies where we got to see ninjas getting whipped, some slave master banging out some black one. No, I'm tired of seeing that. I don't know what kind of porn, fantasy, fetish type stuff that a lot of you filmmakers like to get off on, all this stuff. And I don't care if the black man director or the white man directed it. I'm not sitting there watching no damn movie with a slave about no slaves getting beat, slaves, no. I don't care. We've got enough of those damn stories. We don't need no damn more. If I want to know about the history of slavery, I go and watch Roots. So I don't need to be, caught up in that. But that's neither here nor there. Sometimes when I love this movie so much, I tend to go off on a little tangent, but let me bring it back. So Minecraft made what it made. It's doing well. I think it's crossed over the 700 million mark. Now, regardless of anything else that's been coming out, so that means Minecraft came in second at the box office. Sinners came in first. Now, what came in third was oh wait, hold on, because I'm trying to say I could have sworn I mixed that up. Then said Minecraft was surpassed by The Accountant 2, Ben Affleck, screenwriter Bill Dubuque, and director Gavin O'Connor's sequel to the 2016 actioner that earned. Okay, so it came in third. Accountant 2 came in third. Now the weird part was they said that a movie that came in at number 2 was Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I can't believe people actually went and spent money on that movie. I think it's because it's the 20th anniversary. It came out in 2005. So people were, I guess, maybe because when you were a kid and you went and saw it, that it's been a minute since you've seen it. So for nostalgia's sake, and trustable, I did not care for episodes 1, 2, and 3. But I do like that. The only part about that movie I like is when you start to gradually see Darth Vader go to the dark side. So that was the only thing I like, or Anakin, I should say, before he becomes Darth Vader. Like that, I guess that it's just cool to see that on the screen. So yeah, Minecraft narrowly outperformed globally, earning 60.5 million to the latter's 58.5, bringing Minecraft's global total to a staggering 816.5 million. So I'm starting to think, because a lot of people was thinking like Minecraft might not cross $1 billion. I think it actually is itching to get to $1 billion. I think it could, because I mean, I don't know at the box office, but does like DVD streaming, digital release, does that count? And I'm wondering how long they're going to keep Minecraft in the theater, because it's doing well. Because look, I looked earlier and I'm already shocked. Drop is coming out on digital tomorrow. I'm like, damn, didn't the movie just come out like a week ago? And now already it's on digital. This is exactly why people are not going to the movies, because why go to the movies when I'm like, in a week or two, it's already on digital? Because I'm like, damn, that was quick. But of course, now that I know that it's coming out, I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait till tomorrow and I'll just rent it off of Prime Video or whatever, and I'll watch it whenever I can get around to it. But I might wait a week or two. So yeah, now Revenge of the Sith was released in theaters in half as many markets, but it's still won the number 3 spot. Okay, so I was like confused because I was like, wait a minute, that the numbers were sounding off. So Sinners came in first, Minecraft came in second, Revenge of the Sith came in third with $42.2 million, and it beat The Accountant 2. So Accountant 2 shuffled from the third spot down to the fourth globally, earning $38.2 million, just a hair shy of half its estimated budget of $80 million before marketing. Now, Until Dawn basically came in fifth place, grossing $18 million globally. Now, I'll wait for Until Dawn because I told you I've heard mixed reviews that Until Dawn is not really that great. Like I've heard some people say, oh, it just does what it does. And then there's some people like, this movie sucks. So with hearing that, I think I'm gonna just wait until that movie comes out on DVD. Now, here's the thing, or not even DVD, on when I can rent it on digital. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is where I think a lot of people should wonder. Now, will it hold up next week? Because on Thursday night, going into Friday, because they always release movies on Thursday, Thunderbolts comes out this week. And yes, it's getting great reviews. They're saying that it's really dark. It's more like it feels very adult. It's not like, and I'm sure parents will bring their kids to go and see it. But Thunderbolts is really like an adult MCU movie. A lot of action, funny moments, cool fight sequences and stuff. And sidebar, I heard they started filming not Secret Wars, Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday today. So they officially started filming that out in London. So kudos to all of you that made it into the movie and who's going to be out there filming that. But so we have Thunderbolts coming out this week. I want to see Thunderbolts. I'm hearing great things about it, but I am worried because MCU has already let a lot of people down, and as of late, we have yet to get a good, like, post Endgame, the walls have been pretty wobbly within the MCU. So a lot of people will go see movies and support it because it's MCU, but for the most part, we've kind of been left feeling hollow. And I was disappointed, even though I like Anthony Mackie, I just felt like the script let him down. And Captain America Brave New World, I don't think Captain America Brave New World was a good movie. I mean, I was entertained watching it, but it's not a good movie. It's okay. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. Like I said, it's okay. It's in the middle. And another thing that I didn't realize but I don't know why they're releasing this in the movie theater because it's going to flop. So apparently, that movie Rust, the one that Alec Baldwin accidentally went and killed that woman, Helena? Well, guess what? That movie's coming out in the theater this week, too. So I don't even know why they're even releasing that. Nobody's going to rush to the movies to see it except those who are curious. So you're going to expect a huge flop. Like I'm thinking it's going to be Jonathan Majors' Magazine Dreams bad in regards to the box office. Just my thought. But overall, I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding Sinners yet again kicking butt at the box office? I'm excited and happy that, this movie is doing really well, that Ryan Coogler was able to secure the deal that he was able to secure specifically for this film, which he is not the first person to have this kind of ask for a film. So I don't know why everybody's getting all up in arms. There have been other directors before Ryan Coogler who have gotten, and at a certain point in their career, they get back the rights to their movie. Particularly, oh my God, what's his name? Kevin Smith with Dogma. Like after a certain point, he was able to get the rights back to that. After many years, even if he showed the movie, Harvey Weinstein, disgusting behind, was able to, still recoup money off of the movie. Now he's able to just recoup all that money on his own. And there's other directors too. So I don't understand why. Well, I understand why, but you know what I'm saying. It reeks of racism. I know people get mad when you say it, but I'm going to call it as I see it. So I definitely want to hear from y'all. Are you excited that, yes, Sinners is still singing its teeth in the box office and recouping all this money and all these people that was running around here saying, oh, it's going to be a while before it makes its money back? Trust and believe. When this story came out, I did notice, and a friend of mine pointed out, that Variety is eating its words because they changed the narrative in regards of this film, especially when they saw those second week numbers. So yeah, it's made all its money back. It's made back the 90 million budget that was given to make the film. I don't know what the marketing budget is, but I'm sure they probably made that money back too. I don't think it cost a lot for them to spend on Sinners, but it did look like that movie was getting heavily promoted. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.